Welcome back, everybody. Today we're gonna be looking at, all the stuff that they just updated with version 5.5. We also have the release of Varesa. We also have the release of Shinyan. A lot of good four-star options as well to go along with this banner. Her new weapon is absolutely insane. It's definitely meant for her. Main stat crit damage, substat base attack. Attack is increased by 28%. When you use a plunging attack, you will gain the Dawn's First Hue effect. Plunging attack crit damage is increased by 28%. When you use an elemental skill or burst, you will gain the Twilight Splendor effect. Plunging attack crit damage is increased by 40%. The two effects above will last for 15 seconds and will be canceled 0.1 seconds after the ground impact hits a target. So, looks like she's got a very decent weapon that also goes with her. Also, this is one of the new characters they're releasing that has a new character model. She's about like mid height compared to other female models, so this is something new that Genshin is doing, as well as she's a little bit, shall we say, thicker than other female models. Usually we have the slimmer model. Varesa is definitely a new type of character model, to say the least. With that being said, we're gonna jump into. I did do some of these test runs already, but I'm gonna redo them as well here on stream because I just did not have time yesterday to get around to this. But we're gonna go through each character. I'm gonna start with the 4 stars, and we're gonna, obviously end with Varesa. So we're gonna just go ahead and run through these real quick. A lot of the 4 stars reach their max potential if you get like C6. It's kind of tough to get C6 if you're a free to play account. I'm not necessarily a free to play account, but I'm not necessarily a whale account either. So I mean, it really just depends, how much investment you put into your characters and into your pulls and what teams you're trying to build, etc. I definitely do not recommend pulling specifically for 4 star characters because it can be very hard to even get a C6 for a 4 star. So with that being said, obviously we already know Gaming's character kit. We already know how all this stuff works, so we're just gonna run through, do his trial run real quick. I'm honestly really excited to test out Varesa though. I did kind of start it last night, but I wanted to make sure that I got it on stream for everybody. And Gaming's actually not bad. I mean, he's plunging necessarily isn't my favorite mechanic in Genshin, but fairly simple, fairly easy. Now, Chevreuse is an overload character. I literally just had like a brain space for a second. But she's really good for overload teams. A lot of people have been wanting C6 Chevreuse for quite some time. I unfortunately got C6 Chevreuse, pulling on a lot of the Fontaine banners for a lot of the new characters. So she is very, very good if you need her for overload. Honestly, in my opinion, Lisa is like literally one of the worst characters in Genshin Impact. I mean, you can fight me with me about it in the comments all you want, but she is literally so bad that sometimes I don't even understand why people would even want to use her. Honestly, I do kind of feel like this team they gave us to test out for Overload is kind of just like underwhelming, if I'm gonna be flat out serious about it. This is definitely not a team I would put together. I would prefer like definitely a Clorand Overload over this team any day. Almost any other Electro DPS over these any day. But alright. Now we're gonna test out Yensen. I'm honestly excited about Yensen. Her kit's a little different. I honestly was trying yesterday to work out the mechanics of it. I'm sure Jello Impact, I'm sure Raiden Shogun, they'll drop some, in-depth videos on how to use her Night Soul mechanics and her elemental burst and all that stuff. But her elemental burst deals Night Soul aligned AoE electro damage and causes her to enter the Night Soul blessing state. After using this, Iensen will whip out her kinetic energy scale, which will grant an attack bonus to her party's current active character. The higher Iensen's Night Soul points and attack, the higher the bonus. Additionally, the scale will restore Night Soul points to Iensen at intervals based on the distance moved by her party's current active character. While in combat, she will use her elemental skill to restore a large amount of Night Soul points, such that a high attack bonus can be quickly attained. To facilitate experiencing the character's elemental burst and Night Soul blessing state, additional elemental orbs will appear in the trial stage, and more objects will provide phlogiston. Okay, so in short, Iensen will build up attack bonus based on how much energy she moves. So it's interesting, it's new, it's different. So yeah, I would just say it's different. But we're gonna, all right, get through this trial stage real quick. I honestly love how she runs with her. She's all tiny, but she runs super quick. It's honestly so cool. I love it. Look at her run. We're running. We're going, Iensen. Oh my gosh, we got stuck.
Stay out of my way.
We got stuck. Come on, bro. That was so bad. Alright, so let's build up some Night Soul, right? If that's even how it works. I don't know. I was struggling yesterday to get her mechanics down all the way. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I could not. Like, I tested it for a few hours yesterday. Like, I don't know if I'm just, like, slow or if I just wasn't.
Everybody stand back. You asked for it. Final warning. Up to it, Manzai.
I don't know. I just feel like they could have gave us like maybe a better team for a trial run, but at the same time, I'm not going to complain because I rarely use any of these characters. I mean, I do use Hoyoverse every now and then when it calls for it, but
Quick as a flash. Many happy returns.
I love Gaming's character design though. It's how he's lit up and stuff. It's so cool. But I mean, she's great, obviously. In the trial run, they do have her level 80. She's using Favonius Lance, of course, which is honestly interesting because you would think that the polearm from the last event they just gave us was a free attack-based polearm. So it's kind of like, why give her an energy recharge? I don't know. I'm not gonna complain about it, but of course they have her on Scroll the Cinder City. Constellation Zero. This is what's really been interesting me is not only Iensen but Veressa are also both C0 for their trial runs, and usually when they want to showcase a new character, I've noticed they'll buff them up, like they'll give them C2, C3, max talents. I mean, she's C0, level 8, all talents across the board, a normal polearm that everybody probably has. And she's level 80. I mean, it's kind of like, okay. But honestly, it's looking like if you get Iensen at C6, she could potentially be one of the best 4-star supports in the game. Although it does say it just increases by 25%. Iensen will gain 50% of overflow the next time she restores Night Soul points. Attack by 30 increases your current active character's attack by 30%. I mean, I don't know what people were expecting. I feel like we were expecting a lot more than what. I don't know. I don't know how to put it, but I feel like people were really hyping it up like Iensen was going to be like some brand new, like super max insane DPS or insane support. I don't know. I'm just not really getting that specifically. But then again, I also never use these characters anyway. And it's like, if we're gonna be realistic, think about, okay, if we had Shen Yun paired with Gaming, right? He's easily doing 90. I've seen videos of him doing 100, 100k plus, damage. And it's just kind of interesting that it's like at C0, I'm kind of like, where is the attack bonus actually? Like, where is it? Because wherever it is, it must be hiding from us, because I feel like I'm not getting the most broken. Um,
Let's move. Full speed ahead. Controlled breathing. Everybody stand back. Hands where I can see 'em.
unless I'm just doing her mechanics wrong, which could be possible. But I'm like, woo, 30k? Woo, like, I don't know. A little underwhelming if you ask me. I mean, I honestly was really expecting, like,
Stronger. Teamwork is true. Justice will prevent.
it just makes me wonder, like, his highest hit was a 60k burst, even with Bennett as a support. I mean, that to me is kind of like ridiculous. Unless my Bennett's just above, like, normal Bennett's. I don't know.
Everybody
Maybe my Bennett is just busted, so I'm used to seeing a super cracked Bennett, but it just, I don't know. It just seems like it's a little underwhelming. But I don't know. You guys can always let me know what you think about her playstyle in the comments. I'm sure a lot of people will be releasing videos about her. I'm just not really getting the hype, I guess. I'm not sure, but
coach will take it from here.
I guess it is cool how she runs and she can use, Night Soul to run for even longer, and the speed running it's cute. Look at it. Ian ain't playing no game. She's trying to get somewhere quick. She ain't trying to wait for nobody. But I don't know. I mean, she's cute. She's got a cool, new mechanic. But I guess yeah, she's cool. I like it. I'll approve for now. We're gonna move on to Shanyon. And Shanyon is, honestly, I love her design. Excuse me, I had to take a drink of water there real quick. But I do love her design. Um, I'm pretty sure we all know how plunge damage works. I shouldn't really need to explain it too much, but
Going in. Witness the power of gold. Mighty mythical beast.
I mean, take the Gaming who was just getting a buff from Iensun compared to this one. I mean, let's be all the way serious here. This is making Gaming look 10 times better than that other trial run. I'm sorry, but he's easily doing way more damage in this team. Like, it's literally not even a debate that Shanyon is better for plunge. Which I also think is really interesting to put Varessa and her out at the same time. Because it's almost like you want Iensun, but you also want Varessa. Or you also want Shanyon, and you kind of want, what's her name? Iensun and Shanyon on the same team with Varessa almost. Like maybe an overload plunge with Bennett, Iensun, Varessa, Shenhe or Shanyon. It's really interesting. I don't know. It's really interesting, and it's a little odd that they put these characters that should be in the same team on the same banner, but it just looks like this is becoming more and more of a trend for Genshin Impact, where they're adding, the better 5 stars together on the same banner. Like, let's say like Shanyon should have been on the second phase, and Zanyan, dude, all these names almost sound so similar. It's getting on my nerves. Shilonen should have been on the banner with Varessa. Shanyon should have been on the second phase. I don't know, but all right, now we're getting to the main attraction of this update. Varessa. Varessa's elemental skill allows her to quickly use a charge attack and set up a cycle of elemental skills, charge attacks, and plunging attacks. When Varessa maxes out her Night Soul points through a plunging attack, she will enter a fiery passion state, which enhances all her skills. Her elemental burst deals Night Soul aligned attack area or AoE electro damage, and will max out Varessa's Night Soul points, causing her to enter the fiery passion state. When in this state, Varessa's elemental burst deals increased damage. For a short time after using a plunging attack while in the fiery passion state, Varessa can ignore skill countdown and unleash one special elemental burst that costs less energy using one special plunging attack that deals Night Soul aligned AoE electro damage. Holding the elemental skill causes Varessa to enter sudden onrush mode, causing her to move swiftly until her Night Soul points are depleted. When she has sufficient Night Soul points, she will consume phlogiston to maintain this state, as well as, every other Natlan character that's been released so far. To facilitate experiencing the character's elemental burst and Night Soul blessing state, additional elemental orbs, yada yada, will appear in the trial stage, and more objects will provide phlogiston. All right. Now we are at the main attraction of this update. Varessa's character design is absolutely amazing. Okay. She's clearly got the new character. She's got a completely different character model than any character we have in the game so far. Okay. She does have a little bell on her ear that jingles. It's cute. I like it. It's cute. It matches her aesthetic. It matches her outfit. Her design is cute. You can tell Varessa's a thicker female model than probably any other. Look at the other females they have released, okay? Look at this. This is Fischl. We all know Zhangling. These are the normal mid-height females that they usually release in Genshin Impact. Okay? Even Chevreuse. Mid-height, normal. This is Varessa. Okay, she's clearly got a different type of model. She's clearly thicker, definitely more fan serviced towards certain demographics, we'll say. But I also found it interesting that her normal attacks don't have there's not an ending to her attacks, okay? The only other character that does that, by the way, is Farina. She's the only other character that has a non-ending regular attack pattern. And I just thought it was really interesting that she also does as well. See, she hits this, does a little booty slam real quick. And it's really different from what they've released in the past so far for 5 stars. It also, one thing I was questioning was, does it not look like she runs faster? I'm not sure if it's in her abilities or anything like that, but all right, for the trial run, they have her at level 80. We've got her weapon level 80, of course, refinement rank 1, not bad, just, regular weapon. She's got the new artifact set, the Long Night's Oath. Plunging attack damage is increased by 25%. A 4-piece set after the equipping character's plunging attack, charge attack, elemental skill hits an opponent, they will gain 2 stacks of Radiance Everlasting. Plunging attacks, charge attacks, or elemental skills can trigger this effect once every 1 second. Okay, so it's basically active the entire time. Radiance Everlasting plunging attack deals 15% increased damage for 6 seconds. Max 5 stacks. Each attack duration is counted independently. All right. So her weapon, her artifact set, basically built for her plunging attack. This is what I thought was interesting, was they have her at C0. And it looks like her C1 increasing plunging attack, ground impact damage is increased by 180% of her attack, is a huge buff for a C1. It doesn't look like... Okay, C4 Varessa has got to be actually busted, because plunging attack ground impact damage by 500% of her attack with a maximum increase of 20,000 damage. That is ridiculous. a C. I'm sure we'll see a C6 Baressa out there somewhere. We'll get a clip of it, but the constellations are crazy because another one gained 10% crit rate and 100% crit damage on top of a 100% attack increase on top of a 180% attack increase. It's honestly insane. And then also they have her talents are at level 8s. Not very surprising. Iensun was the same. I thought was very odd. And then they give us these trial characters to go along with her. Fischl, Chevreuse, and Zhangling. It's like, I don't know why Fischl and Chevreuse are so prominent right now in these trial runs. Like you would think Iensun would want to be paired with Baressa. But okay, we'll just do whatever Hoyo wants, right? We'll do what they want. But let's get on with the trial run real quick. I do love her design. Okay, so she can run across the water. Oh, whoops, I messed up. Chat. Okay, so do not accidentally plunge into the water. Okay, we're gonna redo that. So it's insane that she can run on water. I like how they gave her the little Sonic feet mechanic. It's a little interesting though that like with her character model that I don't know. It's just I find this very interesting how they decided to set this up. Okay. I mean, she's not doing like... Okay, even without the supports though, let's be real. Without the supports, is she doing a lot of damage? Not bad. Not too bad at all. Why does she keep running past the enemy? Like, can we just do what we're supposed to do, please? I love her Night Soul state, though. Look at her. When she gains Night Soul state, it's just... Alright, let's try this. Let's try it out a little more. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay, she's doing very decent amounts of damage. I just don't ever use these teams. Like, rarely. Like I said, I rarely use Chevreuse. I rarely use a lot of these guys, so... Okay, there we go. Looks like we're hitting the actual chain that they would like you to hit. Okay. Whoa, excuse me. Whoa! Excuse me. Open the window, getting a little bit of allergies going in here. Okay, so it looks like even if you click the dash, she will roll towards the enemies, which I like. I do find that interesting that she will jump towards the enemies. It's not bad at all. It's not a bad mechanic. I mean, single target, she's doing pretty good. She's doing pretty good amounts of damage. I just like her design. It's new, it's fresh, it's something different with Genshin Impact, you know? I love the I love the luchador aesthetic that she gives. It's pretty cool. I will be pulling for Varessa later this week. I don't really have the time to do all that right now. I've been trying to work on some projects. YouTube demonetized my account because I posted a leak about Varessa. And I was like, okay, not like everybody else on the entire internet isn't posting leaks about Varessa, but yeah, go ahead and monetize my account only for posting something everybody else has been posting all month, but whatever. I'm still appreciative of the support that I still get and the views that I still get and the people that still subscribe to my page and still like the content that I make. I'm still fairly new, but, you know, I'm trying to get better at making content and staying up to date with my, you know, my folks and my people. I do need to create a new Facebook page, though. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, Fischl's garbage anyway, so a lot of people like to glaze Fischl as if she's the best character in the game. She's not. I barely ever use her. Don't even need to. It's not even ever a thought to use Fischl. So, even with her out of the team, watch. Guarantee. What? She shot it past the enemy? All she really is an energy driver. In my opinion, that's all she is. People love that she's an energy driver. Woo, she's an energy driver. Let's call her the best character in the game because she's an energy driver. Varessa alone, though, looks like she's doing... I like how her damage is working, though. Like how she jumps around. I like that. It's not bad at all. Because it looks like she's very... Like, a new player will find her very easy to use. Like, her attack style isn't complicated at all, I don't think. There's no reason to have Fischl, honestly. I'm so tired of her. Okay, she did that again. We're just gonna ignore it. Okay? We're just gonna ignore it. Whoa. It's funny, they didn't even give you a healer, because technically you shouldn't need one, right? Get over here, dude. Hide in the background. I mean, the enemies are so weak, it's like you don't even really get time to test her out, like... Alright. I mean, at this point, we could do this all day. I'm gonna go ahead and claim the rewards from these. A lot of little... What is this? Interesting, okay. That must be something... Yeah, that's brand new. Yep, these are also brand new. But, alright. With the trial run being done, completed the trial run, I do want to look at the new area a little bit while I'm on stream, so we're going to head up towards... I did take the path right out of the stadium. We're going to come right up here. This is so exciting. Oh! Did the weather just change? Interesting. The weather just flipped on us. Okay, that's new. It's really different to see that happen in Genshin Impact. I like it. It's cool. That's cool. These, by the way, are way bigger than I thought they were. That's not a little... That's not... He's not small at all. That's a big homie. It's cute, though, isn't it? Look at it. All right. So this is basically the free-to-play option of Varessa. All right, let's see what this little guy's got for us. Okay. This is honestly not bad. I do like... They did get the rhinoceros aesthetics very properly. Okay, okay. It can jump. It can do these electro in phlogiston infused sprint attacks. Okay. So if you hit fire with it, I don't know what just happened, but okay. Anyways, thank you for joining the live. Whoever else has joined, I almost forgot that I was live for a second here, but we're going to check out this new play area a little bit and see what we got going on. I think they did give us a quest. Did they not? Okay. There we go. Okay. So now we do have a yeah, okay. At least now we have a destination here. Are you guys excited? Are you going to be pulling for Varessa? Let me know in the comments. Okay, we got a carnival game in here or what? Test this? We already know. We already know. Okay, that did not work like I thought it was going to. Okay. We're just gonna have to. Oh, I get what they want. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Give me that loot, boy. Okay. Grab some stuff around here. We're going to oh look at they got a whole little weight bench set up. Okay. Okay, we can't even pick those up even as the traveler. Okay. Some trainees have recently been complaining that training on the machines is getting dull, so we've added a new challenge program. Ram the secret source dragon idol to gain points. Whoever tops the rankings will win a prize. I get it. The key is explosivity. Ram into the idol and then charge forward forcefully. That's how you get the most points. If you listen to the guy above, you're sure to end up with broken bones. I'm happy to keep lifting weights. Okay. Well, let's continue onward, shall we? We can finally go to the new area. Okay, and we've hit our first cutscene. Whoa, okay. Chosen of dragons, enter the sacred mountain. Okay, okay. Paimon has no voice line? Okay. Strange words in a vision. Paimon never sees anything. The volcano, the sacred mountain. Could it be that what you saw has something to do with the volcano? So this quest is gonna probably revolve around our little pet, Coolosaur or whatever. Saurian, our little Saurian. I said Coolosaur. The Collective of Plenty lives beside the volcano. Maybe we can ask them for help. Okay. Got a new viewpoint. Okay. Got a new waypoint.
Let's burn this breeze.
Oh. Oh, look at the baby one. Okay, the baby one is absolutely adorable.
Huh? Wait, you're the Traveler in Paimon! I've been waiting for you.
Whoa, you know us? Huh, we've really made a name for ourselves. Wait, but did we even tell anyone we were coming to the Collective of Plenty?
Oh, you didn't know? Coach Yan-san said she invited you to our tribe, so I came out here to wait for you while I did some training. And now you're actually here. I can't believe it. This is great.
Surely we're not that big of a deal.
You're the heroes who defeated the Abyss. You're a huge deal to everyone in Natlan. I've heard the story of Tumaini so many times I can practically recite it by heart. I've been so excited to meet you ever since Coach Yan-san told me you might be coming. Oh, my name's Veressa, by the way. Not sure if Coach mentioned me before.
Oh, yeah! The name sounds familiar. During the Abyss invasion, we asked Ian-san if the Collective of Plenty needed any help, but she said that Veressa had it all under control.
Which means you must be an impressive warrior yourself.
Not really. It was all Uncle Cuddle. All I did was clear out a few monsters. Just thinking about the invasion gives me chills even now. But that's in the past. The Collective of Plenty fared pretty well, all things considered. We finished our repairs, so now it's just a matter of helping out the other tribes. Come on, I'll take you to our camp.
Great, let's go!
Let's get it. And we've officially got our first quest for the Collective of Plenty.
Oh, just a heads up. The volcano sometimes sends rocks crashing into this area. Oh, here's one. Want to give it a try?
Not in a million years!
You can use your shoulders if you want. Or your feet. Or even your head.
That doesn't change anything!
See? There's nothing to it.
Whoa! There's treasure inside these rocks! Okay, so maybe a little pain isn't too bad?
A common chest. Cute.
Mora makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much Mora, huh?
I like the new trees they put in this area too. Very different compared to what we've seen in
There's another one
Natlan.
over there. Want to give it a try?
Huh? What's this wooden plank doing here?
Oh, it's a piece of training equipment. I use it all the time.
Training equipment?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Let me show you instead. Here goes nothing. No, no. Anyone can do it with a bit of practice.
Anyone can do it.
You made it across without any training at all. That's a lot more incredible than anything I can do.
Paimon just floated across.
Oh, well, Paimon can fly, but you've got a point.
I do want to see what's in that rock, though. Okay. Can this guy jump over this or what? Probably not.
Told us earlier, you're saying a gigantic rock could crush us at any moment?
Well, not at any moment. It's a pretty rare phenomenon. Many adventurers come here and never even get to see it, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah, okay. It's not like we're that unlucky.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. Just got a bunch of deer steaks real quick. Whoops. All right, we're gonna keep. Okay. The weather's changed drastically again. Wow, this is almost what I expected.
Don't be scared. Just charge straight at it.
What? Thanks for that. Paimon can't believe you smashed something that big in a single hit.
It was nothing. All it takes is a bit of training.
Oh, okay, so here's where we get the upgrade material for Jensen. Wow, okay, so this area is way different than...
It's too much of a hassle to deal with them. Let's just ram straight through.
She said just ram straight through. It doesn't look like it's working, does it? Yeah, it looks like my character is literally about to die.
Hey, you guys are good. Color me impressed. Huh? Looks like they're blocking the road in and out of the tribe. So we'll have to get rid of them sooner or later. All right, let's hurry. We're almost there.
Okay. My telepisaur is almost dead. He's almost dead, so, yeah, let's get that map unlocked, baby. Ooh. Look at that, you guys. That's like one of the first times I've seen that type of... Okay, the map usually doesn't have animated mechanics to it. That's kind of cool. I don't know. Where else? I mean, the desert, kinda. You get like a little swirl or whatever, but nowhere else. Okay. Okay, this is honestly really cool. Natlan's getting way bigger than we thought it was originally going to be. I mean, it's pretty dope, honestly. I like it. You've got our Archon statue open. I don't think I have enough to worship the statue, but you know. Oh, I'm only 2 away. Okay, there's one right here. Alright, let's keep going.
Let's ride.
We've officially arrived at the Collective of Plenty, folks.
Home
It's
sweet
beautiful.
We made it! Welcome to the Collective of Plenty.
Whoa! This place is so cool! That platform shaped like the head of a bull is awesome!
That's the Resonating Arena. It's where we hold all our competitions. Don't mention it. It was no trouble at all. I wish I could show you around, but I need to get home.
Oh, did you remember something important? You really hit the ground running when we ran into those hilly trails back there.
Oh, no, not at all. We made it in time. There's just something important I have to do. The most important thing after training. The post-workout meal. Otherwise, I'll be a lethargic, dizzy, hunger-addled mess. The perils of an empty stomach. It's terrible. Anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta get some food in me. Like, yesterday. You should grab something, too. We can meet back up at the arena. See you soon!
And she's off.
She's like Sonic, bro. The way she runs is just like Sonic. It's so funny.
She's chill and laid back, and then the next she's charging headfirst into danger. Literally. The spirit of youth. Sure, whatever you say, old-timer. Paimon thinks
Alright,
it's
guys,
fun.
Sensei.
Anyway, why don't we take a look around in the meantime? We can head to the arena in a little bit. The view must be amazing from up there.
That was a short Act 1 quest. Alright, we are now officially at the Collective of Plenty. Let's see what it's all about. Activate our battle pass. Accept our commission rewards, of course, because why wouldn't we? Oh, okay. What is this? Wait. Oh, okay. There we go. I honestly love the aesthetic here.
Try and stop me!
Wow. Yeah, I'm honestly liking this new area. It's they did something good doing this with Genshin because I was so bored and honestly we needed a new play area, but this is almost like how I assumed all of Natlin would look. Do you know what I mean? I mean the other places do look like this, but like I don't know, for a war-torn, region, this almost fits the aesthetic more than the other areas.
Something to add to my collection.
I wonder how we get up. We gotta go up and around, or yeah, probably up and around. I like the music too. Ooh, what is this? What is this? What? Yo, what? Is this a giant juicer? It's basically a giant juicer. Fruits aplenty? Okay. So the whole theme is like workout, healthy. They've got juicers, giant juicers. Okay.
Rise with the sun.
Got a new recipe for it as well. What is this recipe we just got? Where's the new food we just got? There it is. Fruits aplenty. Okay, okay. That's kind of cool. I wonder if you can mix different fruits or if it has to be the same fruits every time, but okay. Let's keep heading our way on up to the top here. Oh, let's probably go out and around. Yeah, we'll go this way.
All right, after you.
Yes, I switched my character just to do that. I sure did. Healthy drinks merchant? Healthy miracle tonic, of course. You're clearly someone with a radiant glow, but what if I told you I could make you shine even brighter? This isn't just any old fruit juice. It's the confluence of ancient medical wisdom with modern creative techniques. It's the real deal. That I can guarantee. 110%. Only the finest ingredients and most skilled labor went into composing this concoction. In fact, I guarantee that after drinking my healthy tonic, you'll run faster than a weasel thief, jump higher than a forest bear, and train harder than you've ever trained before. So what do you say? Would you like to try a bottle? I say yes. How does the jumping higher than a Kookasaurus sound? Wait, Kookasaurus don't jump either, do they? Well, how about a squirrel? Higher than a squirrel. Either way, it's the real deal. The real deal, I say. Just try it for yourself. There's nothing more convincing than lived experience. Boy, if you don't give me one of them drinks, what? You gonna say all that and not give me a drink? Boy, Boy, I'll go crazy. Give me a what? He ain't even selling nothing. Okay. Keep seeing those symbols everywhere, and I wonder if they're a puzzle or if they're just there just to be there. Okay, this must be the main. Oh, they even got a fighting ring? Okay, so this must be where you test your strength against the I forgot what these guys are called. I keep forgetting what these new Saurians are called. I really love the new aesthetic though, you guys. It's so fire. It's so fire. All right. Oh, see. That's why I should have kept Chaska. That's why. But
Let's
um
sit tight till this blows over. No sense going outside in these conditions.
wait. What? That's very interesting. Okay, we're gonna grab this. Um Did I just miss? You're lying. You're lying. Come on. Again? Bruh, ain't no way. Okay, there we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Let's settle down. We got it. Okay. Let's talk to Varessa.
Yep, my dad whipped up something fantastic as always. He's a great cook. He can turn any protein or vegetable into something delicious.
Like no wonder you look so refreshed. That's the power of a good meal.
That's right. I was hoping to bring Uncle Akatl with me, but he wasn't home. So I guess you're stuck with me. Uncle Akatl is our chief, by the way. Who better than the chief to introduce you to the tribe, right? I've never given an official tour before, so I'm thinking I'll just explain things as we go along.
You got it, girl.
Okay?
Of course, that sounds great.
Okay. Whew. Then let's start in that direction.
Mushroom Realm Mystery. Follow the path and hear what Varessa has to say. One thing I am about to do is upgrade that statue, because
My place is over there. See that fruit stand out front? My house is right behind it.
You have a fruit stand in front of your house? Does that mean you grow the fruit yourselves?
You guessed it. My family runs a huge orchard. We live really close to the main entrance of the tribe. So every morning, I wake up to the sound of all the people and carts on the road. That's also when my parents start work. So that's how I know it's time to get up.
okay.
And then you all work in the orchard together.
Well, knowing it's time to get up and actually doing it are two separate things. Most of the time, I end up curling under the covers and falling back asleep.
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is the best kind of sleep. Plus, when you have the Traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal.
Next time I'm sleeping in and you can wake him up. Or wake me up.
Joke! Don't scare Paimon like that, Traveler.
Well, maybe you can both sleep in sometime. Once I get up, I usually help my parents around the house, head out for training, then come home for lunch. After lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs. So then it's my turn to work in the orchard.
Oh, Paimon would love to see the orchard. Can you show us?
Sure thing.
Okay. Real quickly though, I really do want to upgrade this. I do want to upgrade this statue real quick. Real quick. Yeah. Yeah, boy, what's up? Cool.
Burn it down.
Let's get this viewpoint real quick. Also, if you join the stream, I keep forgetting I'm streaming, you guys. I need to get a camera. I have a lot of things coming in the future that have to be taken care of, that need to be upgraded, like my camera, my system. We're gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. That's a goal that I'm trying to reach right now.
Rise with the sun.
Oh, look who it is. Our favorite little fitness trainer. What's up, Ian-san?
Oh, Coach Yan-san. Are you here to do some training?
Nope, Just doing some maintenance on the equipment here while I have some time. Oh, it's you two! Welcome to the Collective of Plenty. Look, I bought this at the stadium the other day.
Hey.
We've seen that graffiti design before. It's not easy to get your hands on one of these. I had to wait in a super long line.
Ooh, I bought a top with that design too. I hung it up right next to my bed. Ooh, you should sign it for me sometime. It would mean the world.
Don't worry, we'll sign it for you. Don't worry, girl.
What brings you out here anyway? We're just doing some adventuring. We don't have any concrete plans. We ran into Veressa on the road, and she was nice enough to lead us the rest of the way. She's even giving us a tour.
It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Veressa? No slacking, I hope.
Yes, Coach. Did 3 full shuttle runs, just as you instructed, Coach.
Good. Then we'll continue with the training plan. As for your diet, actually, no dieting for now. As you are. Feel free to use any of the equipment around here. But if you're planning to do strength training, make sure you have a spotter.
Yes, I know what's up.
Don't need to tell me twice, Coach.
Wait, but isn't a special diet a huge part of bodybuilding? Veressa doesn't need one? Oh, it's kind of a long story. I suppose you could say Veressa is among the select few who have a natural gift. When she first started training with me, I started her on a standard training regimen and wrote out a simple recipe plan to give to her father.
But it left me so hungry. I couldn't even muster up the energy to make it to class.
Yeah, that was my fault. It was just your average nutrition plan, but Veressa's metabolism is something else. Once I studied her eating habits, I was able to tailor it to her needs.
Yeah, Coach is really thoughtful that way. Now I feel like I'm making real progress. And the
Girl, you making progress, girl. We know.
Veressa is currently my top student. She can lift even more than me. Wait, but you're the coach and the victor of the pilgrimage. Don't sound so surprised. This kind of thing is really common in the fitness world. Everyone starts from a different baseline. Wow, that's amazing! Paimon would have never guessed. I'm not exaggerating either. Veressa is extremely strong. All she needs is a bit more confidence.
Oh, well, it's just because Coach is a great teacher. It didn't take much effort at all. Oh, believe me, I'm not. I mean, sure, I can face a few monsters and lift some heavy training equipment, but I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people. I'm scared I'll hurt someone.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about the pilgrimage?
I've never placed or even made it out of the team stage. I'm not good at fighting actual people.
Okay, interesting.
When it comes to power, it's all about control. Take these weights, for example. It takes
These
strength to lift
they are
them.
lifting
Yes, but
stones.
also to control the
They aren't even
movements that
lifting
they
just
do.
weights. That
True
is a
mastery means
big.
controlling both motions.
I know that, and I can do it just
That
fine
is
in
a
training.
huge wood log
Whenever I have to
with
face a
stones
race,
attached to
I
it.
start
These
to
people
doubt
are on a
myself.
different level.
Thanks. I appreciate the support. As long as I keep training, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Well, we should get going, Coach. I told the Traveler and Paimon I would show them around the orchard.
Sounds good. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Ooh, okay. Is this the orchard? Cute. Okay, okay. Vanana,
Good girl, Vanana. Thanks for guarding the house.
Varessa, and
Let me
Vanana.
take a good look at you. Did you have another growth spurt? Hey, I was just taking a look, not inviting you to wrestle. Next time, okay? Oh, this is Vanana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here. She's a tough little thing, but also a clingy baby at heart.
Did you say little? She certainly doesn't look it.
Anyway, this is my family's orchard. Come on, I'll show you around.
Whoa! It's even bigger than
What's everybody else think so far about Bressa's story quest? I'm liking it so far. I like the Collective of Plenty. I like the new map area.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano makes the soil extra fertile. So everything that grows around here is amazing, especially the fruit. We sell a lot to the other tribes, give some to family and friends, and keep the rest for ourselves.
Well, if you have to live next to a volcano, at least you get something good out of it.
That's right. But since we're here, why don't we pick some and have ourselves a little snack?
Bet.
Wait, but didn't you just eat?
Yeah, but there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't have to pick that many. A few dozen should do it. You know that fruit stand in front of my house? Well, as a kid, whenever my dad was working at the stand, I would tug on his shirt and ask for a piece of fruit. I would scarf it down in a heartbeat.
Baby Veressa.
Before long,
Yo.
people would gather around just to watch. My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, more and more people started coming to our stand, which, of course, made me want to eat even more. The customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure."
They were not wrong, were they?
I mean, what kid doesn't like a compliment? So I would smile, which would get my dad to smile. And then my mom, too.
Aw, that's so cute! Plus, free fruit whenever you want. Jealous!
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. And I'm not just saying that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oh, and there's an epic feast showdown in a few days, so we're providing a bunch of the fruit for the desserts.
Epic Feast Showdown?
Oh, sorry.
A
It's
speed
basically
eating
a
contest?
We need to prepare a ton of ingredients. So don't worry about anything going to waste. Okay, let's get picking.
Alright. Where should we start? Why is there a mushroom over there?
Oh, that kind of mushroom. They kind of appeared out of nowhere when we first planted the orchard. They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. Oh, and the flavor is amazing. You can grill them, stir fry them, or even eat them raw. The flavor has almost a fruity taste to it.
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit? That's a new one.
Yep, that could be. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, if it tastes like a fruit, then it fits right in. Who cares where it came from? Go ahead, pick as much as you want. Might as well get some mushrooms too, and I'll whip up something to eat.
Alright, so now we're going to pick some fruit real quick. Collect 58 fruit. Okay. Grab some more apples. Little phlogiston. Little bugs. Grab some of these fruits. They have pumpkins. Interesting. Grab some of these little mushrooms. Juicy apples. Heck yeah. I can't wait to have breakfast myself. I mean, at this point, it's almost lunch at this point. It's almost 12 o'clock. Okay. Grab a few more fruits. I almost forgot I was being timed to do this, which is kind of funny, but... Come on, Mawika, you can do it, girl. Stretch them legs. Oh my gosh, we got 40 seconds left. We just need a few more fruits, a few more. There we go. It's funny that was a challenge.
Whoa, that's quite the haul.
Yeah, now whip us up some food, girl.
Ingredients for the eating competition, right? Thought we'd give you some
Whip up something nice and delicious for us.
You were right about the fruit. Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweetest, juiciest pieces of fruit Paimon has ever had. You must sell out every time. Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms too. In a weird way, it really did taste like a fruit. We should call them berry shrooms.
Paimon Judge never fails.
Well, Paimon had multiple nations worth of good food to refine her palate. Her taste buds never lie.
Well, thanks to your help, we can call it early today. But I promised you a meal, didn't I? I'll be right back. I'm not the greatest cook, so it's nothing special. Still, high-quality ingredients are hard to mess up.
Don't sell yourself short. It looks great. Paimon can smell the umami from here. Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
Definitely two distinct flavors, Paimon.
I'm glad. This kind of mushroom is a favorite in the tribe, but it's not.
That food looks good, boy. I'm starting to get hungry.
Actually, we're hoping to use the upcoming competition to introduce it to a wider audience. Uncle Atoli has been coming up with new recipes like there's no tomorrow. Hey, you two should sign up. Only if you want to, of course.
Oh, you mean the Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah, Paimon would love to sign up. She might not do very well, though.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time. Nothing goes to waste. I'll take care of anything you can't finish.
Oh, good. Wait, aren't you competing too? Oh, then Paimon doesn't stand a chance.
Ah, some fresh water.
You never know until you try. Oh, besides, from what I just saw, it looks like you can hold your own. Well, anyway, winning isn't the point. Just think of it as an opportunity to try our local delicacies.
Oh, good point. Nice! Then let's sign up together. Time for Paimon to show these people what she's made of.
Heck yeah, Act 2 complete, baby. Why am I not surprised? I will be pulling for Veressa, and I will get her. I will get her. We're gonna grab this Natlin Oculus, Pyro Oculus. Okay.
Let's ride.
All right. Now we're gonna go to the third quest, which is above us somewhere. Probably back up there. How'd I get up there? This way.
Rev the engines.
Oh, did I not? Oh, it was back underneath me? Wow. Okay. There it is.
Watch out! Oh, hey, you're here.
It's been a while. When Veressa told me you signed up for the Epic Feast Showdown, I could barely believe it. Sounds like Veressa might finally be in for a challenge this year.
Honestly, I'm not even that good.
What's wrong? Sounds like you're still half asleep.
Just, hungry. It's competition day, so gotta show up with an empty stomach.
Not much longer, Veressa.
Excuse me.
The ovens as we speak.
Got it. I can wait.
Oh, about the competition. Usually you have to pay for the food if you don't finish. But when I heard you two were coming, I talked to Atoli and we agreed to waive your expenses.
Really? So we get to eat for free? Awesome! Now we can just take it easy and box up whatever we don't finish!
Please, it's our pleasure. You've done so much for Natlan. Just think of it as a small token of gratitude. When the Abyss invaded, we weren't hit with large waves of monsters, but the volcano became unusually active. As the Guardians of Tolan, we couldn't stand by and do nothing, so we immediately dispatched a team to the summit. Veressa was a key member of that team. Veressa?
Huh? Oh, right. Yes, I was there. I brought so many Saurus crackers with me that day. Sorry, not the point.
She's just hungry. She's tired and
The
hungry.
summit agitating the magma and spawning all kinds of monsters. But once the Pyro Archon did her thing, we were able to smash them to smithereens.
Looking back on it, the goal was probably to hold us up so we couldn't send reinforcements to the areas around the stadium.
Good point! Your tribe must be full of great warriors with all the training you do. The Abyss really is a cunning enemy. Oh, and you mentioned something about the Guardians of Tolan?
We got Hulk Hogan over here.
That is a duty our people have held for generations. The volcano is very important to us. It brings disaster, but also opportunity.
I like
Our
that.
people rose to the challenge of living in this environment, and in return, we get fertile soil and a thriving ecosystem.
That's right. The Natlanese are never ones to shy away from a challenge. Although, whenever we spot unusual volcanic activity, we always report it to the stadium.
Oh, so there's a lot more to this place than good food, huh? Hold on. Where did Veressa go? Wasn't she just here?
Oh, I just saw her leave. I thought someone must have called for her.
My guess is that she followed the scent of the food straight to the kitchen.
Let's go check on her. Paimon understands the torture of an empty stomach better than anyone.
Paimon, all you do is eat, girl. That's all you do is eat.
Oh, that smell. So delicious. Juicy mushrooms, melted cheese, mouth-watering steak.
Look who
Gosh, she's drooling and everything.
Intense energy around here.
Yo,
Feel better than the in-between
yo.
your next meal. The food just needs a few more minutes. Here, this should tide you over in the meantime.
Wait, is this priest meat stew? Thank you, Uncle Atoli!
Veressa! You really did head straight for the kitchen. What's up? You seemed lost in your own world just now.
Oh, completely spaced out just now. The next thing I knew, I was all the way over here with a bowl of stew in my hands.
Don't worry about it. I think we can all guess what happened.
Prep took longer than usual, so I had to push back the competition. Sorry for making you wait, Veressa, especially on an empty stomach.
Right, how
No
dare
worries,
you?
Uncle Atoli. Your delicious soup fixed me right up.
Oh, that sounds more like the Veressa we know.
I become completely useless when I'm hungry. I really wanted to focus on the conversation back there, but no luck.
That's perfectly normal. It takes a lot of energy to train the way you do, so you need more food to make up for it. You two know what I mean, right? Try to do too much on an empty stomach, and you end up feeling weak and lightheaded.
Oh boy, Paimon's been there before.
So, when is the competition supposed to start? Not sure I can wait much longer.
1 sec. I'll go check.
We're all set. Time to gather the contestants, Zakatl. The showdown is about to begin.
Got it! Let's head to the venue.
I can't get over this dude with the luchador mask and the big mustache, bro. It looks like Hulk Hogan. He's even got a tan like Hulk Hogan, bro. Who do we think eats the most? Bennett, get in there, boy.
It smells so good. Veressa had the right idea. It's definitely worth the wait. Yeah, we could maybe finish one portion between the two of us. And even that's a stretch. But one portion each? There's no chance.
Oh my gosh.
Time to dig in. Thanks for the food, Uncle Atoli.
Whoa, hold on. Veressa's plate looks completely different than ours.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot to mention, the competition actually has 2 levels. The regular challenge and the Veressa challenge. The Veressa challenge is only for people who have completed the regular challenge in the past. It's named after Veressa because, well, so far, she's the only one who's been able to finish it.
You're kidding. You had to invent a whole new challenge just for her?
Believe me, if Veressa competed in the same class as everyone else, the winner would be decided before the competition even started. What's the fun in that? Only one other person has come close to beating the Veressa challenge. And that would be the Pyro Archon herself. Of course, she breezed through the normal level, but the Veressa challenge was still too much, even for her. Back then, it was all part of an investigation. You see, the Pyro Archon covers all expenses at the Weary Inn the night before the pilgrimage. And each time, Veressa's tab would show several dozen people's worth of food for a single person. The Speaker's Chamber thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was a mistake in the accounts, or someone was trying to defraud the Archon. But once the Archon finally saw Veressa's appetite in action, that was that.
Whoa. Okay, so you're saying Malika had these portions, and she just breezed through? You're right. Let's go. Paimon's gonna defend her honor with everything she's got. Whoa. Tender, juicy, grilled to perfection. It's delicious. Oh, you gotta try this one too, Traveler. It's amazing. Oh,
See, now I'm getting hungry. Why are they doing this? And they always make food look so good.
All right, that's it. Paimon taps out.
Stuffed Paimon.
Oh, this Paimon's ready to throw in the towel. Okay, Paimon's tried as hard as she could, but this enemy is too strong. You know what? There really should be a Paimon challenge. Paimon's smaller than the rest of you. It's no fair for her portion to be the same.
Let's hear it for Veressa, who has once again completed the challenge. And with a 10% increase in portion size, it's a new personal best.
Well done, Veressa.
Amazing job! Oh, it's nothing. Uncle Atoli's food is just too good. I couldn't stop myself.
You actually finished it? Jeez, are you okay?
Huh? Why wouldn't I be?
You don't feel bloated? Or like you're gonna throw up? Oh, Paimon's so full it feels like she's gonna sink.
She starts floating down.
No, I feel good actually. Satisfied, you know? Thanks. This is my specialty after all. Not that it's good for anything outside these competitions. If I'm honest, I'd rather be like you or Kochi-san. A hero brave enough to stand against the abyss.
Don't worry, Veressa. For someone as talented as you, it's only a matter of time before you shine in the arena.
Ian-san, did you beat the challenge too?
Of course. The regular challenge is easy for me. I've attempted the Veressa challenge a few times too, but never even came close.
Okay, there has to be more to this than just appetite. Is there some kind of trick? By the end, it was like the meat turned into one big greasy blob and it was so hard to keep going.
Oh, that's when you balance it out with some mushrooms. The ones from my orchard. Well, that's what I did anyway. As soon as the food came out, I set a few mushrooms to the side so they wouldn't soak up too much oil. Or get too mushy. That way, you have something fresh and fruity to balance it out.
Oh, so that's the secret. Use the mushrooms to cut through the heaviness.
That's right. You tried them yourselves, remember? If it tastes like a fruit, might as well use it like one. I think more people from outside the tribe would beat the challenge if they knew about that mushroom.
Ian-san, some of the contestants are looking for you. Something about being ready to train?
They want to exercise. After all that food? Sorry, everyone. I should intervene.
Yeah, go tell them to take it easy.
Well, how did everyone do, Uncle Atoli?
Almost half finished the regular challenge. I believe that's a record.
I'm almost so into the story that I forgot I was streaming, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Everything was delicious, especially when it first came out all hot and steaming.
Thank you. When cooked at high heat, that mushroom has a special fragrance that really brings out the flavor of the other ingredients. Oh, and since you're new here, I should mention something else about that mushroom. It's an excellent addition to any dish, but there are actually two varieties. Red, which is the most common, and green. There's not much to note about the red ones. Sell them, eat them, do whatever you want. But if you see a green one, it must be picked and eaten right away.
Huh? Why's that?
That's just what a scholar from Sumeru said when the orchard first opened. No one knows the reason. We just do as we're told. Whenever a green mushroom pops up in the orchard, I pick it and eat it. The flavor is identical to the red one.
Okay, because that's not weirdly specific at all.
Well, of course. Who wouldn't be intrigued by something like that? But curiosity isn't always a good thing, right? Oh, by the way, Veressa, I'm almost out of red mushrooms. Could you run to the orchard and grab some more for me?
Of course, Uncle Atoli. I'm on it. Want to come with you too?
Of course.
What do you think, Traveler? Paimon wouldn't mind working off some of that food. Paimon will take that as a yes. All right, let's go. Thanks for the food, Atoli.
Haha, my pleasure. But try to finish it all next time.
All right. I should almost change the description of what my broadcast is because I'm actually enjoying these quests and I'm almost about to do all 3 acts of it while I'm live streaming. So let's just teleport down here. All right.
Just what will we come across this time?
If anyone even asks, I'm literally just putting random artifacts on him. Do not hit my comments about what is that? What's good? Let's just pretend you never even saw it. Okay, okay. Wasn't there like I swear there was one that was like crit rate that I put on him. Or maybe she's using it. I swear there was a crit rate that had another super high crit damage with it. Huh. Who cares? I'm not even really using it. I'm just using him for the quest. Red berry shroom. I'm gonna pick up a few of those actually. Give me some of those. Sorry, Varesta, but I'm taking all them mushrooms, girl. You know, I don't know what we need them for, but they must be important if there's a whole quest about it. It's almost time for me to eat.
After that meal, I'm ready to tackle anything.
I feel you, girl. I feel you.
Something on your mind? Is it what Uncle Atoli said about the green mushrooms? Don't worry. He can be a bit dramatic sometimes. The green mushrooms don't appear that often. Besides, I check the orchard every day, and if I see one, I eat it. If anything, I wish there were more around here. Means more free mushrooms for me.
Wait, is that one right there? Huh. Talk about a coincidence.
See? There's nothing special about it except the color. Give me 1 sec. I'll start a fire and grill it right up.
Paimon's gonna pass on this one. She's way too stuffed from earlier.
You mean why we have to pick and eat the green mushrooms right away? To be honest, I'm curious too. The scholar looked really serious when he said it, but he never explained the reason behind it. Uncle Atoli has a point, though. Curiosity can be a bad thing. If we stop doing what the scholar said, something terrible could happen.
You could look into it at least. That's what an
Sorry, that
adventurer
plane
would
is
do.
super loud outside.
Yeah,
I live near the airport.
my tribe is more important. I love everything about this place. Maintaining the status quo is good enough for me. I know the truth is important too, but I don't have the right to make a decision that could put the people
Okay, I think
around me
it's
in
getting
danger.
further away.
In other words, deep down, I guess I'm just scared. Scared that change could mean losing control. Command the truth?
Yeah, we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders. We can start by gathering information.
You have a point. You know, you remind me of another hero from our tribe. Her name was Fiatena. Just like you, she was full of courage and never stopped challenging and
Interesting.
exploring the unknown.
Fiatena, huh?
She's my idol. Actually, could you give me a moment? All I need is 3 seconds. Lady Fiatena, lend me your courage. 3, 2, 1. You're right. I can't keep running from the truth. I want to command it, just like you said. So, where should we start with the investigation? You probably have a bunch of experience. Oh, the green mushroom, you mean? The taste is the same as the red ones. There's nothing special there.
Well, the Traveler is a lot more perceptive than most people. He should at least give it a try.
Oh, I see. Well then, I'll grill some up right away.
Alright.
So, notice anything, Traveler? Just like Varessa said. Guess it was the same for all of us.
Wait.
A worthy devotee after all this time. Fascinating.
Who said that?
No need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, and that is the one with golden hair. Seeing as you all appear to be acquainted, I allowed the rest of you to hear my voice as well. Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming my first subjects in this era. Now, you were the ones who wanted to learn more about my origins. I merely granted your wish.
Interesting.
Origins? Wait, you're the green mushroom?
So you do know how to use your brain, young one. But you'll excuse me if I have no interest in you. Craven and dull-witted as you usually seem.
Hey, watch it, buddy!
Let me remind you, it was your own curiosity that started all of this. I see no reason for me to stand down. I only granted you this audience because I saw potential in you. I am the Sage Lord of Fungi. Serving me is a great honor, as well as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Sage Lord? Good one. Did you come up with that yourself?
Paimon.
You mock my name? All you do is make a mockery of your own taste. Of course, the Sage Lord of Fungi is too dignified for petty arguments with lesser organisms.
Sure doesn't sound like it.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be full of reverence at this point. In that case, I don't know what went wrong, but you lack the trust and worship to be my subjects. So we shall have to table that for the time being. However, I am willing to share my sagely knowledge with you. I have all the answers you seek. As with all seekers of said knowledge, all you have to do is prove your sincerity. And we shall see if you're worthy.
Look! More green mushrooms right in front of us!
These clones are my most loyal subjects, as well as the keepers of my secrets. If you want answers, then gather your wits.
Excuse me.
I shall await your summons. It might be advisable to brush up on your devotion in the meantime.
Okay.
The voice is gone. Finally, Paimon had enough of that racket. Talking in our heads without permission, spewing a bunch of nonsense. Even a Hal is better than him.
So, do you think what he said was true? About being the Sage Lord of Fungi and all that?
Maybe, but most of it sounded like hot air to Paimon.
True. That conversation in our heads definitely was real.
And it proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all. Something fishy is going on.
I guess this is the beginning of our hero's journey then. So let's make like heroes and get to the bottom of this. So we can command the truth and this mushroom. Okay. That sounded a lot cooler in my head.
Well, we have one thing going for us. We've faced mushrooms before, and they're pretty pathetic as far as enemies go.
Such insolence!
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone's mad.
You're spying on us?
No response. Guess he's not gonna admit it.
Well, he said his subjects hold the clues to his secrets. Who knows if he was telling the truth? But we can't just ignore the green mushrooms, so let's start investigating. Okay, so this one is red. Ah! Fungus! It turned into a fungus! In that land of all places!
So
What?
this is one of his subjects?
They were cooking and eating these guys. Hold up.
Warrior compliment. Much appreciate.
Mushwatali.
No, bull warrior natural enemy. Eat. Must resist.
Careful, Veressa! This is a kind of monster from Sumeru. Even though it looks cute, it can still attack you!
A monster? Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
Mercy! Mercy! Food is sacred. Everything else, waste. That's all I know. Promise.
It turned back into a normal mushroom. What's going on?
You mean that food is sacred?
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Let's go look somewhere else.
Interesting. Okay. But I still can't get over the fact that they're just cooking and eating the mushrooms. But they can talk, so technically they're alive, right? Right? Or what? But okay, let's see what else what we got going on here.
Mushroom! And it turned into a fungus! Nice try, but you're not scaring Paimon with that one twice. Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you! What's the whole food is sacred thing about?
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive the answers you seek. That means I should be the one asking the questions, not you.
Okay, so it turns out this one can talk. Fine. What do we have to do? Solve a riddle or something?
Riddle? Oh, I'm not good at that. Could you, give us an easy one?
That sounds like a problem for your friends. Besides, did I say this was up for negotiation? Enough chatter. Time for my question. Why are all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the Sage Lord?
Man, how are we supposed to know?
Because you're his clones, right? I remember him saying something like that.
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple. What? How did you get that so fast?
Oh.
Because he's a fun guy.
What kind of riddle?
Okay.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think of this possibility.
Wait, does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into puns? Huh. Is it because the people are so clever?
No, we just, have a lot of experience with these kinds of jokes.
Well, since you have proven your wits, I will now answer your question. The act of eating is not only a physical necessity, but also a sacred ritual.
Interesting.
Mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's intermediaries. Incinerating our flesh forges a spiritual connection between you and the Sage Lord himself.
Oh, so that's why he could speak to us in our heads.
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do is eat more mushrooms? No, wait, don't turn back into a regular mushroom! Oh, too late. And all we have is another cryptic message.
Well, if eating is a sacred ritual, maybe we need to perform some kind of ceremony with special tools or something.
Oh,
Excuse me.
let's try with this one first since it's a green mushroom. Hey, there are two fungi over there! Looks like they're discussing something.
Have you figured out how you're going to test the humans?
Of course! Any random question should do the trick. They don't look very smart to me.
Wow, cool! You greencaps are so wise. Just like our Siege Lord. Huh, I'm so jealous.
It's all progressing as expected. I know exactly what they're going to ask. Oh, please, please tell us how to conduct the ceremony, and I shall respond. Nothing in life comes for free. You have two choices. Answer a question about the stars and moon above, or the dark abyss below.
Ew! And they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can't think anymore, or my cap will explode into spores!
They're humans, idiot. They don't have caps or spores.
All right. Duh.
And then I'll say, you can't even answer the most basic of basic questions? Come back after you've studied for a few more decades.
Yeah! A few more decades.
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual, then obviously, the ceremony is the cooking.
I mean, obviously it's the cooking!
Did they just give us the answer?
Who goes there?
And you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere! My cap almost burst into spores!
No, wait, don't disappear! At least explain yourselves first! So, we passed the test? Where's the sense of accomplishment? So much for gathering our wits. We didn't have to use our brains at all. Oh well. The important thing is, the Sage Lord of Fungi wants us to use cooking to establish a stronger mental connection with him.
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say, when you cook this mushroom, the higher the heat, the better the fragrance.
Right! That was the case when you grilled them in the orchard, too. Heat really does release their flavor. Okay, let's give it a try.
Definitely. But we should probably explain the situation to Uncle Akadal and the rest of the tribe first.
Good call. It's best for everyone to be prepared.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Everybody's like, okay. Excuse me.
It felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of, ridiculous.
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a remarkable discovery!
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Thanks for looking into it, and for collecting all this information.
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, none of us have ever spoken to a mushroom. But we know you're not one to lie, Veressa. Besides, the origin of the green mushrooms has always been a mystery to us. Thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on. So, we should do our part to help.
Yeah,
Just let me know if there's anything I can do. Wow, that didn't take much convincing.
Oh, wait! You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick. Alright, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Whoa, it smells delicious! Suddenly Paimon's hungry again.
Well, here goes nothing.
Wait, that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate even a fraction of the sincerity I require. Did you really think some common stove could generate enough heat to earn the acknowledgement of the Sage Lord? Humans are such a disappointment. You can solve my riddles when the answers are handed to you on a silver platter, but as soon as there are no more hints, not a shred of intelligence in sight.
He wants us to use the volcano, obviously.
How did it go? Did you hear the voice?
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough. Sage Lord of nitpicking, more like!
Not high enough, huh? I guess that means we need a more powerful source of
The
heat.
volcano,
Attention,
obviously.
everyone. We need items that can generate intense heat. Anything you can find.
I'll see what I can do.
Leave it to me. We should take a look too.
Definitely. We're not super familiar with this area, though. Do you have any ideas?
Nothing concrete, but we could check around the volcano. It spews out all kinds of stuff. Maybe there's something we can use.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon's gonna find something scorching hot and then throw it in that stupid mushroom's face!
Oh my gosh, okay.
Let's ride.
Alright, we're gonna head up around the mountain. We're gonna find something to cook these mushrooms. Let's see what we can find. I'm sure we're gonna find some lava or something like that, I feel like.
Hey, there should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this path. Their cores are really hot. It might be just what we need.
You know, when you think about how everyone jumped to help us like that, it seems like your tribe has been suspicious of the green mushrooms for a while.
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far. I mean, tons of people have tried that mushroom without a weird voice talking in their head.
Right. So, even if you wanted to investigate, you would know where to start.
Yeah, this opportunity was a long time coming. Plus, the Sage Lord's arrogant attitude definitely triggered my tribe's competitive spirit.
Veressa doesn't seem competitive most of the time, though. Outside of training and fighting monsters, at least.
Yeah, well... really
Excuse me.
fighting or competing, to be honest. Simple day-to-day happiness is what matters to me. Still, I've learned a lot from Kojian-san. She taught me that strength is a means rather than an end. We get stronger so we can use our strength when it counts. Like during the Abyss invasion. Having the training to master my vision meant that I could do something to stop it. So, no matter how scared I feel, I know I have to be brave. Because people are counting on me. Thanks. It's a work in progress. I can only hope that one day I can be as brave as Lady Fiatenna. Alright, we should keep looking.
Oh, okay. So now we are getting another trial run for Veressa. Let's check out her. Okay, so we know what her stats were in the original, like the trial character, you know. Okay, so now they've upped. So now this is what I meant. So now she's level 90, not level 80. Okay, what's her stats? She's got a 76 crit rate, 136 crit damage. Okay, her weapon is refinement rank 3. Okay, that's a pretty big increase in damage and how it's going to affect her playstyle, right? Her artifact set, we can't ever see the specifics on them, but knowing Hoyo, they probably gave her the most busted, perfect artifacts that go for her character. Then on top of it, now she's C3. Okay, here we go. This is what I was wondering, was how these different constellations are going to interact with her playstyle and how much damage it's actually going to increase based off of her attack. And her base attack right now is only a 2700, so kind of interesting, but her constellations are what give her the biggest boost for how much her attack percentage will increase. Yep, here they are, level 10, 10, and 13. Okay, so then the regular trial run character, which, I mean, she was pretty good already, but with these buffs and her weapon refined, the artifacts, and her constellations, plus her talents being maxed, I think we're in for a real treat to see how powerful she actually is if you invest into the character. So, I mean, this team isn't really specified for her. Oh, I can't even change out the characters. Well, all right, let's just get to it.
Looks like we... Avatar of lava pushed it down. Come on, let's charge.
Charge?
Justice o'clock.
Okay. That better not have been the only trial run. Was that it? Stop playing with us right now.
A few more chunks like this, and we should be good.
There we go. Okay. That's what I thought. I was like, there ain't no way. And now, if I had an overload team set up with her, I'm sure she'd be even more powerful. I keep messing up her sprint. Okay. I really just messed that up.
Careful! 3 avatars of lava ahead. Justice o'clock.
I just want to see what kind of stats we're getting. All right, let's.
Hear the echoes of the valley. Try and stop me.
Why me?
Okay. Okay. So with those few buffs, it looks like, oh, whoops. Are we not supposed to leave this area, or?
What is that? It looks like a giant weasel thief. Is there a great Tolan weasel thief or something?
We call it a Furnace Shell Mountain Weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful.
Whoa.
Burn it down. Show no mercy. Hero incoming. Headbutt. Kapow!
Okay, that was very interesting.
Oh, a bunch of seeing eyes, and this thing the weasel used to spew out fire.
I think that's its back armor. Its weapons, so it can pretty much attack from all directions. My dad told me about them once. Creatures that live in the volcano. I can't believe we actually ran into one. This piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes.
Interesting. Okay, so now we have a new enemy that was just introduced into the game. Varessa with Constellations is absolutely cracked. I'm gonna have to clip that.
I've tried to figure out a bunch of different ways to get myself in this.
I'm gonna have to go back and clip that, I should say.
A lot of stories about heroes, and my
In fact, I'm gonna do it
hero
right
has
now.
always been Fiatenna, the one I mentioned before. Fiatenna's most iconic feature was her mask. So I decided to make one just like hers. So now, whenever I wear the mask, it's like there's a little piece of her with me. If I want to honor her legacy, I have no choice but to be brave. At the same time, though, I guess it's kind of like a crutch. Kind of like I'm hiding behind her strength.
Oh, you really think so?
Yeah, don't feel ashamed, girl.
Just, I feel like I need to take it off one day and face things alone. But the longer I put off taking that step, the more impossible it feels. I don't know if I have it in me.
Yeah, you had the courage to make that decision. And that's what adventuring is all about.
Yeah, girl, you doing just fine.
Oh.
Besides, Paimon thinks you're doing a great job. Just take your time. It's not a race.
Thanks for believing in me, you two. I've learned so much. And I won't give up. Not until I can face things on my own. After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite is back in full force.
You're hungry already? Paimon hasn't even finished digesting her last meal.
Come on, let's head back to the tribe. We'll earn that mushroom's recognition this time for sure.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, so right now, after that little trial run, I can see Bennett, Shilonen, maybe not even Shilonen, Bennett, Chevreuse, Varessa, and Mawika as a very powerful team, if we're going to be honest. I think that can really do some damage. Yeah, I think that's going to be a really good. But then it's like, could you put, okay, so Bennett, Chevreuse, Varessa, Mawika, or you could do, Chevreuse, or no, Ianson, Shilonen, Varessa, Mawika. There's a few different team comps. I'm sure Jello Impact, shout out to Jello Impact, by the way. He's one of my favorite content creators for Genshin Impact. But I'm sure he's going to release quite a few testing videos on the characters with all the damage ratios and which teams are more powerful and which teams have the best synergy together, overload, you know. I bet at this point, I almost feel like she could even be good in other teams, like Aggravate.
And since we need really high temperatures, I brought the best stove I could find.
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on standby if we need more fuel.
Okay, sir.
But the things we brought aren't your typical cooking utensils either.
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone? Disrespecting Varessa and her guest of honor.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses it can come up with this time. Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means a lot.
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel? Don't tell me you went into the volcano.
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then, well, anyway, we got this.
And then we, beat it and took its core.
This is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, I studied the effect of temperature on different ingredients. This kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without overcooking the other. Anyway, let's get started. The mushrooms are all ready to go.
All right, let's go.
much more intense. And what's with this weird mist? Wait, no. Something's not right.
Oh, are we finally gonna see the Mushroom Lord? What? What just happened? Okay.
Where are we? Where did everyone go?
I have no idea. We just showed up here. I can't see the others anymore.
Huh? Is something wrong?
That's a cuddle. Chief, we don't know where we are.
What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the tribe with the rest of us? No. What are you feeling?
Because you are the only worthy devotees, of course.
Evil jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look like!
He does look a bit more evil than the other mushrooms we met.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. So, as promised, you shall have the answers you seek. Of course, I have a goal of my own. Let me reiterate once more. The great sage lord of fungi, that would be me, is extending you the honor of becoming my subjects.
The only way anyone's serving you is on a platter!
Oh,
Don't
okay,
be
Paimon.
hasty. It's inadvisable to speak in absolutes. You refuse only because you have yet to witness my miracles. Cherish this opportunity. It may not come again. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam the land. Humans live in squalor. But then, humanity discovered me and learned that I could grant them unlimited power to fell even the most fearsome of enemies.
If we want to become strong, we just have to eat this.
Those monsters are no match for me!
And so, the humans worshipped me as their savior. And in return, I revealed my identity as the Sage Lord of Fungi.
You really expect us to believe that? Besides, as far as enemies go, a few puny fungi aren't that fearsome.
Such arrogance! Take that back and apologize before I lose my temper.
You wish!
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary. Not the kind you'd need a miracle to defeat, anyway.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength? Very well. Then prove it!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are we doing? Oh. Dang, I should have switched out my characters. Alright.
Light it up!
Okay.
You see? You ate a fair amount of my clones, and now look what you can do. Huh. My eye for subjects is as discerning as ever.
Huh. Weren't we insignificant mortals just a second ago? Weird.
I'll admit, you're not entirely useless, but my miracles are even greater than you can imagine.
No, don't just... Another cryptic one-liner and another disappearing act? It's gotta be a mushroom thing at this point. Well, what should we do? Follow him?
Yeah, of course.
I think he's trying to tell us a story, although I'm not sure if I like the plot.
I love Veressa's design, yo. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about her character until now that we have her out actually, and I'm loving her design and I love her attitude as well. Excuse me. Clear my throat real quick. And I love how fast she is too. It's so lit.
I soon became humanity's faith, and, with my power, created countless clones, with which I could bestow upon them an endless source of sustenance. Food is a scarce resource. A faith that provides for the needs of the flesh is the most practical and noble of all. And as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors, I rewarded them with mushrooms in proportion to their contribution. The most exceptional among them could receive as many as 20 mushrooms a day.
That's it?
What are you insinuating? Are mushrooms not enough?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford to be picky back then.
Yeah, but now even saurians have more options than that.
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. So what do you think? A pretty enticing offer, wouldn't you agree? Once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization dedicated to the mushrooms. And then... What do you mean, what happened next?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you have your own tribe at this point? Or even your own nation? But I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of Natlan, and I've never come across anything about some kind of mushroom savior.
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know their history, too.
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a mushroom civilization.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from. A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to know what happened next.
What is going on?
If you want us to respect you, stop being so secretive.
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't hold much weight now, does it?
Alright, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, you'll have to use your wits to earn it. If you fail to prove your worth, good luck getting another detail out of me.
He ran off. Come on, after him.
Oh. Uh-huh. Right.
He jumped down from here. So it looks like we just need to... Is something wrong, Traveler? Off? How?
That's how I feel too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things turned out in the end, it must be because it's not something he can brag about. Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan? Seems like he's avoiding that subject too. And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us. Even though he's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, he seemed pretty annoyed with our questions. Why not just kick us to the curb?
But why?
All right, sounds like a plan. Let's go!
I guess in we go. Whoa, hold up, hold up. They did not. Bro, is this what I think it is right now?
Catch me if you can. If you can figure out which way to go, of course.
Absolutely insufferable. Come on, let's find him.
Kapow! Headbutt! Hurry up, Brass! Leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you.
It's like we're playing Sonic, yo. This is wild right now.
I think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
Oh, no, no, wait. Oh, I died. Okay, so maybe I'm not supposed to just speed run through it.
Get a load of this.
Don't worry about me. I've got this.
Okay. Alright. Gotta
steer clear of other people. Gotta steer clear of other people.
I keep forgetting how her mechanics work. You gotta kind of like hold down the elemental skill button and able to sprint, like how I'm trying to sprint.
A dead end?
Jump up. Let it give us a ride.
Okay, this is really interesting. We've never seen anything like this so far. This is different.
All right, this should be good. Get ready and jump.
This is very interesting. Also, I keep forgetting I'm streaming. Also, let me know what you guys think about the story quest for the Collective of Plenty. I'm loving Varessa's story quest. I'm loving her trial interaction. She's a pretty cool character so far.
Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have such violent tendencies.
How did we lose him?
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading.
Ah! They're gonna eat us!
Gonna eat us!
Eat us.
Ungrateful humans. At this rate, I won't have any clones left. The more my clones are consumed, the less power I have. The situation grows dire. Why must the humans eat so much? My power is all but spent, but it was still enough to control a single human at least. Now all of Sumero knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environmental conditions. You! Take me somewhere hot. The hotter the better.
Yes, my lord.
Is this the place, human?
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. It should be a most suitable location for your lordship to regain his strength. I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord, so that your mycelial majesty may take root in this fertile land.
Yes, proceed. Huh? An earthquake? No, a volcanic eruption!
No wonder you tried to hide it from us. It's pretty embarrassing.
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their main source of food.
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
Huh. He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then the situation got out of control.
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate, the less powerful he became, right?
Wow. So his following didn't last long.
Nope, which explains why there aren't any records about some kind of mushroom civilization. In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natlan and then got buried under a pile of volcanic rocks.
Yeah. For who knows how long. When we were talking to him earlier, he seemed kind of, out of touch, you know?
Well, he has been living under a rock, so that checks out. But clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him to start regaining his power.
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping up around the orchard no matter what we did. Now it makes sense. Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind control powers or something? That's a recipe for disaster.
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just doesn't make sense. They must have been mind-controlled, but when he started running out of power, he couldn't keep it up.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control us either.
Oh? Why?
All right, then let's find this mushroom.
Oh, the environment changed again. Nothing to phase Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever.
Any secrets hidden back here? Anything? Nothing. I also didn't know that if you hold it, you bounce up. I didn't know that. It's good to know, though. Okay, nobody talk crap about what I just did.
So you made it this far. Impressive. In that case...
Wait! He hid himself in the statue! What should we do? Actually... that checks out. We're just gonna smash it, right? Cool.
Here I go! Headbutt!
I mean, hey, she's doing pretty decent damage. Can this dude, like, quit floating in the air like that, or what? Okay, so it seems like Veressa is definitely specified for overload, because once you mix them overload attacks, they do pretty decent damage with Mawika. Interesting, okay.
We've got you this time, nasty mushroom! We know all your schemes.
We thought you were just a mushroom that happened to taste good. But now we know how dangerous you are, so we have to stop you.
Huh. It would seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Fitting for my future subjects. Still, you're overlooking a very important detail. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Well, this is a world of my creation. My will rules supreme. My schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter. my goal has already been achieved.
Huh? What?
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, in the human tongue, I am known by another name.
Okay.
You now behold the god Bifrons, the sole protagonist in this endless carnage! Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans! Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? I am the god who's protecting countless of your kind during this Archon War. You have no food in which to satiate your hunger, no means with which to counter the hordes of monsters. And the gods loom overhead, capable of reducing you to ashes with a simple snap of their fingers. Just one word, and you could have had my protection. But now, that opportunity is lost forever. And you only have your own stupidity and arrogance to blame. No matter. My plan has already succeeded. What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist, but spores, set to sprout into green mushrooms very soon. And that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, green mushrooms will multiply exponentially. You see, considering my current level of power, I had no way to create large number of clones. Unless, of course, I had access to a source of extreme heat, and you delivered one to me on a silver platter. That was my plan all along.
So, you kept running away from us because you needed to buy time?
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable rate, allowing me to return to the peak of my power. Then, I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god.
Okay.
In the Archon War,
So,
take revenge on Sumeru.
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash, the Archon War is old news, buddy.
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War, all the more reason to cower behind the protection of a god.
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Huh?
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but only from Outlanders.
Ha! I see what's going on here. You're using lies and
befuddle.
to befuddle me. You know, my original plan was to imprison you here until the end of time. But now, I have a better idea. Once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. You get the honor of witnessing that despair in person. Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of managing my kingdom. But now, the deal is off. What did you say?
The Traveler explained everything.
We were your only
The reason I
option.
can hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms over the years.
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be effective. Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the buzz of a mosquito. So you latched onto us as a group of people who could actually hear your voice. In other words...
You said your mushrooms need time to grow. Which means you don't have enough power to keep us here.
I may not have my former strength, but keeping a few humans right where I want them is a small task. Unless you think you can take on a creature as vicious and powerful as the Jade Plume Terrashroom, because you definitely can't. Right?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth, we need to get back to the tribe as soon as possible.
No! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful. And what's this about a war against the Abyss? Hey, I want answers!
The tables have turned.
Paimon's not gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
Paimon snapped. She's like, we don't have time for this.
What should we do?
Worried? Ha ha ha! Don't be. It's just a few mushrooms. A trolley!
They're just gonna eat them all? Okay. Did he really just do the salt?
More, please. Guess it's time to dig in.
Stop this at once!
Okay.
What a great meal! Thanks, everyone. I feel like a whole new me.
And with that, we took care of all the green mushrooms. Now, care to tell me what happened earlier? It was lights out for all three of you. Someone planted a god in Varessa's orchard, and she's been eating it ever since.
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around is super strong, but this one reached a whole new low.
Also, didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind of Archon War.
Ah, well, Natlan was never part of the Archon War, so it rarely comes up around these parts. It makes sense that you don't know much about it, Varessa.
Whoa, hold on. Are you serious?
Of course. The infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything. So, there was no room for the gods to join in.
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince people to worship him.
Interesting.
Little did he know, our lives are much better now than in the Age of the Dragons.
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is just a tasty mushroom at the end of the day. Actually, Traveler? Can I borrow you for a minute? Alright, here's good. So, it's not anything super important. I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your encouragement gave me the courage to investigate the green mushrooms and helped me resolve a threat to my tribe. And maybe this sounds weird considering everything, but it was a really awesome adventure. I had fun. Oh, why's that? You're right. I never thought my appetite would save the day. It's pretty surreal. But it's like you said. All it takes is a little patience and perseverance, and my time will come if I start to doubt myself in the future. All I need to do is think of this experience and everything I've learned along the way.
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know about the mushroom god. Should we go check it out? Couldn't hurt to get more information.
Oh, good point. But if we're heading to the academia, I need to get permission from Uncle Akatl first.
Right. And it's not a quick trip. We have to cross the whole desert.
Good idea. Let's check it out.
Interesting.
Word from the speaker's chamber was that an Emerta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area. So they helped me to get in touch.
No voice line.
Yep, you're an expert, so you must know all about him, right?
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard not too long ago. Of course, you're welcome anytime. That's a huge help, actually. I wanted to ask, though, you said what remains of his clones? Does that mean there are clones outside of Natlan? Even now?
Zamarin?
You know that name?
Yeah, Paimon calls it Sheesh.
Interesting. So now we're getting a little bit more lore. But that's funny. The giant mushroom underneath the chasm is actually a remnant of the Mushroom King. Interesting.
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be nice to interact with a friendly mushroom for once. I would never.
All right. We have officially completed Act 3, everybody. We got some upgrade material for the Traveler, got 60 Primo Gems. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Also, we do get some rewards for finishing the Act quest of the Collective of Plenty. Got some upgrade material for Varessa, I'm assuming. Some of the Sky Split Gem Blooms. Okay. All right. Well, I think that is about where I will cut this live stream. If you tune into the live stream, thank you. As always, I love having new viewers. I'm going to try to, be more active with my channel and stuff and try to post more lives and, create more content. So I appreciate everybody who joined the live. And with that being said, it's time for me to go to the gym and get my day started. So peace out, everybody.